What up?
What up? What up? What up? How you doing?
Good, good. Thanks for having me. I'm trying to figure out. I don't think I've put anyone in the.
Okay,
Oh, they. Oh, do I click on it? That's what I. Okay.
that's all you do. You click on it.
Wow. All right. So I I
I
left
thought I heard
Tony
my boy
off of
Tony
it.
D up
So I
there.
feel bad. I feel bad. I didn't click and he was off to the side. Ah, man, this is a little more easy than I anticipated. I think I might have been
Told
in
you.
my head about it.
Told you.
So how was your Mother's Day, man?
Mother's Day was great. I mean, Mother's Day was great for my wife
Right.
and for I have two surrogate moms. My mom passed in 2006. Um, but I've had two moms that kind of I've become very close to.
Right.
Outside of my mother-in-law, um, and I stopped by, dropped off, a card and flowers and stuff like that.
Show due.
So, yeah, so it was a good day.
Nice.
It was, you know, we went to Home Depot and picked up some plants.
That sounds like a
Brought the
Father's
plants
Day
back
thing.
here,
Oh, okay, plants.
and then from there, went and got some seafood.
Nice. Oop, lost Ted. All right. Uh he'll likely be back. We got love for Ted. Um, ah, here we
Brought
go.
brought the seafood in,
Nice.
and from there, that was really it. Um, it's different as we get older. As we get older, our certain things just change for us. But
Yeah.
had a great one. As usual, busy, busy, busy weekend. Um, Now, next month, when it's our turn,
Yeah.
it's going to be like tumbleweeds out there.
Everybody's gonna get the same tie they got the last three Father's Days.
Right.
Right.
And,
Homemade
and, and,
card.
and a pair of underwear
Exactly.
and a mismatched pair of socks.
A noodle postcard that you can put on. You're like, son, you're 30. What do you give me this for?
What
Yeah.
are you giving me this for? It was like, hey, I just wanted you to know. Here you go.
Like
This is what I thought of.
golf clubs, tees, cues, right? Isn't that what the modern dad wants? Um,
I think, I like to think
yeah,
that's what they want. I mean, unless. So here's what I believe. I believe that if you, for these specific events, whether it's
yeah,
your birthday or whether you're celebrating for, the holiday season, you should get yourself something nice. Buy yourself at least one thing nice per year.
right,
And no matter what it might be, just something that you could say, hey, you know what? I'm happy. I'm glad I got this. And it may be something that you might not have received from either your significant other or your kids.
right. And
Now,
who knows what you like better than you? So,
right. So for me, hey, I like Under Armour shirts.
right,
But I like a certain type of Under Armour shirt. It's kind
okay,
of like the upgraded version.
right,
And so you're sitting here, you're saying I have $60, $70, $80 shirt. Well, will my kids buy that for me?
right,
Well, my daughter can now, but my son cannot because he doesn't work.
right,
Um, so I'm just saying stuff like that.
right.
No matter how big or small it is, something that you will say, you know what? Hey, I kind of wanted it, and I deserve it.
Had my eye on
And,
it for a while. Exactly, I deserve it. Well, at this point, deserve it or not, I wanted it. It's
yeah.
Father's Day. I might as well get it for myself. Yeah, makes sense.
So
Hmm.
what else is new? Welcome to Haps. You're finally getting off the
Thank you.
bench.
Yeah. I've got a head
You
full of
were
stuff
like,
that I think I'm gonna throw up on Haps. Um, and it's funny, since yesterday I sort of revamped my style of how I'm doing my podcast. Uh,
okay,
I think my podcast might be out. I think I might just do freeform talks that last about 5 minutes and
Okay.
just concentrate on video games. Uh, because like I said, I can talk forever on any topic,
Yes.
which might not be a good thing.
You've
This way, I
displayed
just
that
get to say what
on
I
many
think.
occasions.
I'm sorry.
I said you displayed that on many occasions.
Yeah. This way,
For having the knack.
I'll do 5 minutes of what I think the prescient points of the topic are, and then I'll just keep it moving.
I
You
mean,
know.
what about a 5 minute morning show?
Well, yeah, exactly. Like a 5-10 minute. This is what the day looks like, uh, and then catch them at night with the same thing. Maybe like a little longer than that. But yeah, it'll be
Uh-huh.
one of those. I won't be doing any more Joe Rogan style 2 hour talks because you really want to dive in, but you really can't dive in. I hate to say with random people. It sounds bad, but if we were all going to talk, you know, intergalactic this or that, you might need some people with PhDs here, right? Versus me, who can only talk about science fiction stuff, and then they'd be like, "Why am I in this conversation with this guy?" And a lot of that happens at every level, right? So yeah, I figure if you catch the pause and you agree, thank you. If you don't, and that's good too. But we'll see how it goes. I'm
All
trying not
right.
to stress it because man, that podcast was just stressing me out. I could not seem to get it the way I wanted it. So now I guess I've put it on the back burner and am now trying something new. So
Well,
we'll
work
see how
yourself
that goes.
up to it. Work yourself up to that point.
Yeah, yeah. I think I wanted one because everybody had one, but you know,
Okay.
it is what it is. Whew. So man, it is just the most beautiful day on Mother's Day, and it went
Yeah.
really, really well. And I've got a fridge full of sweet, sweet treats for myself, and I'm psyched for the week. I really am. I'm
That's
psyched for
good.
all of it. I'm psyched for your pods and Ace World's pods, and I'm psyched for Tony D's. I'm psyched for all of that. I can't wait to be ready to get a notification and drop in on you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna go on Friday. I think Friday is going to be
The day,
a day and time where we can just invite people up
nice.
and hey, click on Tony D's face
Oh,
now.
Tony D's back.
Yeah, I came back real quick. Ted, what happened with the boy, man? I was trying to jump on there.
Oh, so he had no audio. He had no audio, but he had audio through the dial-in. So
Uh,
he's working through some tech issues.
Yeah, his profile says no content available. Because I know I had subscribed to him and I couldn't see anything. Then I went on the podcast app on Apple. I couldn't find his show or nothing. That's when I sent you the message.
Yeah, yeah. He was dealing with some stuff today. So,
wow.
so
It's like
he was
that.
dealing. Yeah, well, nah, just some tech issues.
Well, it was
and-
bound to happen, right? He did 3 shows with no haps,
Well, yeah.
no problems.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was true. So today,
So we're just trying to check him out. That's all. So it's all good.
Right.
so like I said, on Fridays we're gonna just open up the line, Tony D, because I think we got if we can do something before 11, because I don't want to compete against the
I talked to him yesterday.
Friday evening.
I talked to him yesterday. I told him we've been waiting on him, so he may pop up this week.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was up there last night. Like I said, you gonna get some downtime. Check it out. We did pretty good last night, but yeah,
Yeah,
Friday
he
night.
did a marathon. He did a marathon pod last night. True, Tony did about 3 hours.
Wow, nice.
He did about 3 hours.
Wow. What was the gamut of the conversation?
What wasn't the gambit of the conversation? I'll be here all day, honestly.
Word.
I'll be here, honestly. But I would say 8 o'clock again, Ted.
Yeah, it's already set.
Yeah,
You got the invite already.
Yeah, and I don't have to work Saturday morning, so I will have time.
Okay.
However you want to do it, like I said, 2 hour mark looked like it was kind of long last time. We can set it at an hour, we can set it at 2, however you want to do it.
I just got invited.
Oh,
To
nice.
Hey, so I'm gonna jump from here. Are you doing a short cast, or you want me to come back, or was this you just
Uh,
getting it's true?
this was sort of a test cast, short cast. So I think once you guys slide out, this might be it. It's 9 o'clock now, so
Yeah. So
uh,
when's the next time are you coming back on?
well, hopefully the next time I'll have it properly set up and I can
Okay.
stream to my Twitch and my YouTube.
So
But I want to say tomorrow.
I
I'm
know
going to
this
try
much.
and mess with it every day this week for at least a half an hour to sort of get.
Information Man has been asking me about when are you live streaming?
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I like this show. I just thought he thought that I was opinionated and wrong.
No, he
you come with
asked me.
your facts, he'll take you. You come with your facts, and he'll take you. He's good with that.
He said, "When is True going live?" He sent me a DM in Twitter
Word.
asking me about you. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Mike Patton in the
Yeah.
building.
That right there is put your mouth where your money is, right? Essentially.
What's up,
People
Mike?
want
What's
to.
good, Mike?
Hey, what's up, Mike? People want to know what the drama is. So yeah, I guess I should do more podcasting if I mean his show is really good. So if he's encouraging me to do a little more podcasting, I should listen to that because
If you
he
don't
knows what he's
podcast,
doing.
you can broadcast up here. A bunch of us are up here too. We can all share on our stuff. Once we figure
Right.
out how to do these
Right.
sharing, we can all do that because Information Man came with some dope info for reparations. Ain't nobody talking about it.
Oh, really? I'd love to hear that.
Dude, he had the platform. It was lower than what I've heard, but he showed where it could work and it wouldn't even break the country. So I know Ted, you got him lined up sometime this week too. So I said we, roll with all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
for real.
yeah. Hey, True. Invite Mike Patton up. He's good people. He wants to come and celebrate his mama.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mike's good peeps too, man.
Just click on his name and
I clicked on it, but I thought it
do
was
you
gonna take a
see
while.
do you see an invite user?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did I? Oh, here
There
he
you go.
is.
Yep, he's coming
Oh,
up.
it's not instant.
Yep.
What's going on?
What up?
Click on his face now.
Yeah, it's sort of loading. Yeah, you go.
Okay. There he goes.
What's
Oh,
up,
there
Mike?
you go. Let me
What's
click
going
on it
on?
again. What up?
Nothing much, man. Just got back from my mom's house.
Oh, happy Mother's Day to
Yo,
you.
Big ups, big ups.
Exactly.
Actually,
was
actually
good, Mike.
surprised the fire out of her today.
Oh, that's good, man. Was she
She
happy?
let's see, she had the same stationary bike since I was a kid. So and it broke like about 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I was like, man, it'd be dope to get her another one. So I went. She kept asking about somebody helping her fix the pedal and
Right.
whatever and things like that, right? So I was like, nah, I'm gonna get her one. So I went on and looked around. I found one on Amazon Prime. It was for a great deal, and it was a really, really good bike.
Okay.
So the task after that was to continue to kind of brush it off a little bit until it's time for Mother's Day.
Right.
So I kept asking about somebody doing this and somebody doing that with that bike, and I kept ignoring it. And everybody else kept ignoring it.
Right.
That's a normal day for me.
And I told my sister I got the bike and everything. So bike got here Friday, right before Mother's Day, and of course I waited till everybody got over to the house.
Right.
It's me and my family and my sister and her family. So I waited till that happened. My nephew pulls up. I catch him outside. Like, hey, come back to the car. Help me get this bike out the car because the bike's really heavy. It's in a big
Right.
box. So I got him to help me push it in, and I pushed it in. It's like, hey, mom, I know you've been talking about your bike, so about getting it fixed. Well, why not let's get you a new one? So I pushed it in. She was all excited. I was like, man, it's like my mom flashed back to like when she was younger. She was all excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, so yeah, my sister gave her some great things as well that she needed too. Like some services she needed in terms of for her house.
Oh, nice.
My mom was fine with her Mother's Day today.
Who's watching TV?
Me. I just turned it down.
Tony.
Hey, that was my favorite part of
He's
Age
like,
of Ultron.
enough of
When he's
this
talking
Mother's
about
Day stuff. What's on Law and Order?
Yo, have you guys been watching Organized Crime? The
No.
latest series of yo, it is unbelievable. You want to talk about grown man TV?
Is
Right.
this, what channel is this? Is this on Hulu or Netflix or what?
It's on NBC.
NBC.
It's on Hulu too, though.
Well, it's
Oh,
on
it's on Hulu
broadcast
too?
television.
Yeah. I watched it on
Why have I
Peacock.
not heard of this before?
Law and Order. You've heard of Law and
Oh,
Order?
Law and Order. Okay,
It's a new spinoff. It's a new spinoff from Law and
it's a
Order.
new spinoff. All right.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And what is
With
it called
familiar-
again?
with a bunch of familiar faces.
Right.
It's got the old partner for what's her name in there. He's the lead guy.
Yeah, Stabler.
Stabler. Yeah, Stabler's the lead guy on the show.
Yeah, it's some good stuff. It's some really, really. It moves a lot quicker than your standard Law and Order shows.
Wait, I heard that they were. Wait, is this the one I think I heard about? They were going to take a look at not prosecutors, defense
No, that's
attorneys.
coming. That's
No,
coming.
this is it.
Okay, this is a new one. Good lord! So there's like Law and Order and like
Yeah.
9 spinoffs.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You know, once you got something good, you spin it off.
Yeah. If the government gives you a license to print money, you start printing.
You know, it's if you look at
Law
it,
and Order Sesame Street edition. Law and Order Preschool edition.
Y'all watch? Hey, y'all watch NCIS?
Yeah,
I
NCIS
used to.
is essentially Law and Order, right?
I used to watch NCIS.
I'm kind of still feeling a little salty right now because they're getting rid of NCIS New Orleans.
Yes.
So I'm feeling salty about that.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, it's got 2
What's
more
the
episodes.
difference, though? I mean, I don't. I'm just asking just because I don't know. I mean, I'm familiar with Law and Order, the original one, and I'm familiar with the sex crimes thing because that was popular. Then I sort of kind of wandered away from the Law and Order thing. So I don't know how, and I've never watched. I know what it is, but I don't watch NCIS or any of those.
But
And I didn't do NYPD Blue, so I don't like cop dramas. But I don't know what makes a good one. Like why those are good, and let's say I don't even know what a bad one on TV is.
Well, I can tell you about NCIS though.
Mike,
NCIS,
NCIS Hawaii is coming out.
That would just sound nice to watch it, even if it wasn't good. That new Tom Magnum, not Tom Magnum, Magnum PI.
Yeah, Tom Magnum.
Yeah, that was horrible, but I still watched that because it was cold here and it was winter, and I was like, "Wow, sunny, beautiful Hawaii is nice." What is this about anyway? I don't even know.
Right.
You know,
NCIS Hawaii is going to be let's see, Nick Lachey's wife from I don't know if y'all remember the group 98 Degrees, but his wife is going to be the lead person in the show.
there's going to be a Hawaii
Yes.
Law and Order Hawaii, really?
No.
Oh.
NCIS Hawaii.
NCIS Hawaii.
NCIS Hawaii is coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody paying you $20,000 a week to live in Hawaii.
You need it too. That's how much it costs to live over there.
Yes.
And expenses over there.
Man, I got to get into acting. This is freaking ridiculous.
Man, you should have been acting 30 years ago.
I'm still I will say this. I'm still irritated that that NCIS New Orleans is going away because I mean I've been a Scott Bakula guy ever since like back in Quantum Leap.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
He's going back that far too. He is.
Yes.
yeah, I remember watching all that Quantum Leap and
Enterprise.
The Enterprise.
Unnecessary Roughness.
You want to start the Enterprise again, man? Don't
Yeah.
do it.
He's on Murphy Brown for a minute. Scott Bakula has a low key like simmering career. So because I remember Quantum Leap, but I didn't really watch it. I caught it in reruns. I'm a huge science fiction guy, but it wasn't one of the ones that I watched.
That's two.
And then like I knew who he was when they gave him the Star Trek franchise, and I was like, okay, Bakula, all right. I kind of remember him. He's sort of kind of been around.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just still sort of kind of around, but like he's always working, right?
Did I miss the Star Trek with him? Hold up. Did I miss that one?
Yeah,
Yes, you
Star
did.
Trek
Yeah,
Enterprise.
you did.
All the Star
You
Treks
did.
ran for
what happened
6
to him?
years, I
See
want
what
to say. And his ran for 3, so it's considered a failure. because it didn't do enough
I missed that one. I
for
definitely missed
lucrative syndication, which you want to be like 5 years.
It was
it.
slow. That was the
Yeah, he did
problem.
like 3 years because
100 episodes.
it wasn't what the fans. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, but it wasn't. I said Star Wars earlier. Star Trek fan. It wasn't what the fans wanted. It was what they gave the fans. So you're like, all right, I'll
Hey,
watch
Ted,
it
I
because
see
I'm
you
a Star
brewing,
Trek
Ted.
head, but I'm not gonna. I'm not too invested in it, and that's what happened.
What happened?
I see you
Ted.
brewing, Ted. I see you
No.
brewing.
I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, True, you missed it, man. We had a
What?
conversation the other night, and we started going off on Star Trek about 35 minutes. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Come
can
on,
talk
man.
Star Trek forever. I love Star Trek.
Oh,
Yes.
we could go all day.
Maybe I'll
Oh,
start a
God.
science fiction pod and leave the politics to the street. Because man, we can go back
Oh,
to
my
space
God.
1999. We can go
Oh,
back
you
to
want to go there? You want to go there?
dude, man.
You said
The
Space
black hole?
1999?
The black
The
hole
Molière
thing
brothers
already
and their
came? Come on,
Hmm?
man.
Space 99 was this. It was like a competitor to Star Trek in the late to early 70s.
I'm going to say late 70s. I want to put it in comparison to Battlestar Galactica.
No, it was way earlier than Battlestar Galactica. It was a competitor for Star Trek. Battlestar Galactica came out, I want to say, in 78. I was like 10. And I ate all that. Man, the 70s was really good for schlocky science fiction. Almost as good as like the 50s were. You had like the $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman. You had like all these weird kind of like sci-fi shows they were trying to get all these kids into. Sort of like the opposite of like the Saturday morning cartoons. Remember that?
Yes, it was.
They were
talking
flipping
about
from like all cartoons to like ISIS and Shazam and all these things. Then you start trying to stick them on. Man,
You
yeah.
said oh, my God.
Goodness. Woo.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Mike. What'd you say?
Said Lou Ferrigno trying to be the Hulk and David Banner.
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno. The Hulk. They had a Captain America. They had Spider-Man.
Yep.
I think they had a Daredevil. I want to say they had a Daredevil show too, but I'm not sure.
Live action before it was live action.
Yeah. All of these I'm talking about are live action, but they were horrible. And I would just sit there with my eyes like big as plates, staring at it.
I would say this: I wasn't alive in the 70s.
Oh,
in the 80s,
man, now I'm just feeling old. Thank you.
90s,
Bro.
But the other three of us were.
Yeah.
Mike, you're in the minority.
Yes.
Oh, my
Mike,
goodness.
you're in the minority because we were around in the 70s.
All right. Well, we can talk Teletubbies.
No. I can still talk. All the old school stuff like that, because like every summer when I used to be home, when I wasn't working out in high school or whatever, I was at the house. I was sitting there watching all the old Spider-Man, all the old
syndication. God bless it.
Everything. I was watching all of that stuff on the Sci-Fi Channel. So yeah, I watched every minute of it.
Pretty good.
So
I still got knowledge about it, even though I wasn't there when it actually.
Yeah, exactly.
True. When this now, Mike, this is my reverse psychology. True. When Mike was in high school, we were like 35 years old then.
Yeah, we were hitting on your high school teachers.
Man, straight up for real. You're right.
I just wish I was
when you were in high school, your teachers were too young for us.
The crazy thing I think about a lot is man, I watch a lot of 80s movies. Mm-hmm. So I've seen pretty much every 80s movie that you
Big 80s movies.
Of.
Yeah, the 80s were good for comedies. John Cusack was amazing in the 80s.
Yes.
The early 80s.
Remember Hamburger?
Who?
Say it again? Hamburger.
Where that dude, the kid had to work at
Good Burger?
Go to the Hamburger Academy. All that stuff. About making the hamburgers and all that stuff.
Right.
Man,
Good Burger.
Good Burger?
Yeah, when he goes to the
hamburger.
It wasn't Good Burger.
It was Good Burger.
It was a movie about a hamburger academy. I vaguely remember where they go to like a university.
Yes.
Because it was a foyer McDonald's, wasn't it?
Man, that movie was hilarious.
I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, that movie was
Let me get
hilarious.
this dude today. Hey, yo, I'm gonna pull out, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all soon. Like I said, we do this again. Get up, Mike. We still gonna chop it up about sports too, man. I got to get with you on that for real.
Yo, definitely. We gotta hit up Mike's show, which is on Thursday night. He competes with the great Danny Thompson. 9 o'clock Eastern time, but I think 8 o'clock Central time.
That's correct. Hey, as a matter of fact, this week I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about. I'm thinking about it, but I think the topic is going to be this week that we're going to do AFC South teams and talk about the Hall of Famers that should be or shouldn't
Oh,
be.
okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Now
switch it up a little bit.
Thursday's gonna
Yeah,
be a long day for me,
Hamburger
but
the
I'm
movie.
trying to be
That's
on.
what it is. 1983. Yep, that
Oh
movie
my
was fun.
God, Hamburger the movie.
Yes,
You
that
know,
movie.
you've seen too much crap when somebody can mention like a sentence out of the movie. You go, I think I saw that.
I
I've
And
definitely
thank
never
seen
God
it.
for
even
the
heard of
internet
that.
because it makes you immediately right or wrong when you look up stuff.
And since you were sci-fi head, that means you probably remember Q the Winged Serpents.
Cue the winged serpent. Whew. I have to look that up too.
I don't even know what y'all are
I don't
talking
know.
about right
I
now.
Yeah.
remember.
I'm gonna get up, fellas. Let me holler at y'all. I'm gonna go put in the bed. I got a long
All
week,
right,
but
hit
All
it,
right,
blessings,
man.
man.
Tony. Be
Have a
good.
good one.
All right.
Peace.
You remember Howard the Duck? I
Yes,
know y'all remember Howard the Duck. Come on,
yes.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Some of
Howard.
those 80s movies got no love then, but now they're all like cult classics.
Man, I watch. Look, I still watch. I mean, this ain't sci-fi movie. This ain't like a Marvel movie or anything like that from back in the day. But y'all remember the movie Legend of Billie Jean?
Yes.
Yes.
That was like 1974.
That
Yeah.
was Helen Slater. Was that the lead actor in that
That
movie?
was super early. That was when I first started going to movies with my brother.
Pat
I remember the
Benatar.
first
Pat
movie I
Benatar.
saw. What was the first movie you saw?
What's that?
What was the first movie you saw?
Oh my
Yeah,
I
God.
remember the first movie I saw in the first television program I ever saw.
I can't remember
First
what the
movie I
first.
saw was Enter the Dragon. My brother David, God rest him, took me to see it. Like the first time I had actually been in a movie theater. It was a Bruce Lee movie.
Gotcha.
Enter
Remember?
the Dragon.
I can't remember the
Into the
first movie I
Dragon.
saw.
So what
But
am I looking up? 1973.
I know what movie you're talking about though. Oh, for sure I know that. But I just can't remember what exactly my first one was.
Billy
But
Jack.
I,
I was looking up
I
Billy Jack, right?
what's that?
I was looking up Billy Jack.
I don't know.
See, that's why I think you said something. I thought it was Billy Jack, and I looked up Billy Jack, which is 1971. But yeah, there was all these old martial arts movies with white guys
Yep.
who were ex-bikers or half Indian or all these, in the
Sounds
early
like
70s. They always had this sort of ethnic tinge to them to go, I'm not really white, but I'm a part Indian, maverick, Vietnam fighter, and I hate the cops. And, it was very Rambo before Rambo, Billy Jack, fighting
I
against
wa-
the man, whatever the man was in 1973.
I watched Rambo again the other day, man.
Yeah.
Rambo's still good.
First Blood is what it
First
should be.
Blood. Okay.
Yeah. I
Wait,
watched
that was the
that.
first Rambo, right? The first one is called First Blood. The second one's called Rambo.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the first one was great.
Yeah, I love the first one. Because Brian Dennehy, I was like, man, if you don't get that, man, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. John
Yeah.
Rambo. Come on.
Brian Denny, he's another 70s star who was like,
I
did
did
all this great
not
work.
like Brian Dennehy in that movie. I was like, man, if you don't get that dude, come on now.
He did his job.
Yep, he did. He
He
definitely
did his job. He's like, hey, I'm an actor, and the role I'm playing, you're gonna hate me,
Right.
and we all did.
Who was the let's see. You remember the movies back in the 80s, let's see, Zapped? I know you know that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Scott Baio.
Yep.
Yep. Zapped. Saw
Anybody
that.
remember the girl? She's famous too.
Dang, I'm trying to remember.
I gotta look up. I want to say it's Ione Sky, but she might have been in Say Anything. She's in my head now. Ioneskye.
Can't
Ione
remember.
Sky. River's Edge, Wayne's World, Gas, Food and Lodging. Say Anything.
Cannot remember.
Yeah, see, I love this because you trigger your mind and see how right you are by jumping into like Google. It's a way to stave off dementia at our age.
Nah, you're doing the right thing. I mean, if you had did it the opposite way, then you would have a problem.
Yeah.
And let's see, God, God, what was the movie? Scanners. You remember that movie?
Yes. You remember
Yeah,
Scanners?
I seen all of those. Yeah.
Yes. You remember Scanners? Because Scanners came out at the same time around Alter States.
Yes.
I used to want to be. I was like, man, I would love to have those type of powers. That's
Yes.
why when I was
Making
watching,
people's head blow up
Just
because
man, like, man,
you didn't want that test.
I'm tired of you today.
Michael, I think that was Michael Ironside's first big movie.
You're like, I want a ham and cheese.
Yeah, there was but the Explorers where you had the stopwatch, that stop time. And I was thinking, man, you could just walk into any bank, clean the place out. Then the guy killed himself with a gun on set. John Eric Hexum.
Mm.
It's like I always found it amazing what you remember. Why would I remember his name? Just a weird.
Right.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure I should remember my mother's freaking chili. My mother's chitlin recipe, which I don't. That's a little more important to the family than me remember who John Eric Hexum is. Well, you don't like chili? That's that chitlins rather.
No.
Dishes.
I thought you said chitlins. I was like, yes, I love some chitlins.
Chitlins. Oh, I love both of those, but chitlin is where I'm at.
I never got down with the chitlins.
Ooh, chitlins with rice and hot sauce. It's a wrap.
Never got down with it.
I only have it twice a year. Back in the day, we don't have it a lot, but back in the I could count on it for Thanksgiving, and then 30 days later, Christmas. It was just the nicest thing about my family.
I got New Year's Day and Thanksgiving for me.
Really, New Year's Day and Thanksgiving. Yeah, apparently it's labor intensive, and you got to get it right, or it's not awesome.
Yeah,
right.
So, and you have to buy it in abundance because it cooks down to nothing.
Right.
That's
it's like spinach. Yeah,
that's what I remember.
And I hate to say it, but man, cooking that stuff in the house, you better open the windows.
Oh,
that's true.
But then this is all the stuff that ties you to like those moments you grow up. I remember being starving on Thanksgiving because my mother was up all night. She was cooking everything else but breakfast for us. It was like, go get cereal. I don't want cereal. I'm starving. What's going on? You're not starving. You can wait. We're gonna eat at 4. Then it ended up being 7. Oh my God. The immediacy. I remember the immediacy of what I thought was important back then as a kid. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. I'm surprised more of us don't get smacked around more. I'm starving on Thanksgiving. And while she's trying to cook all this stuff, I'm supposed to stop everything and make your plate. You better get out of here. Meanwhile, back then it's the worst thing in the world. Cereal.
Oh my God. Hey, I'm gonna tip out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hear you.
All right, man.
Because I got some work.
Yeah. Well, we can wrap it here. Thank you for being here for my first Haps stream. Thank you for showing up, Mike. I appreciate it.
No problem. Now watch all the Saw movies.
Oh man, I don't do horror movies. Can't do horror movies.
What's your take on Chris Rock reimagining it?
Oh, I heard it's him doing the horror movies. I was like, that's the exact opposite of comedy.
One of my favorite comedians and Samuel L. Jackson in the same movie, and one of my favorite series of all time. I'm with it.
I may have to. Have you seen it yet? When is it open? Is it out yet?
It comes out this Friday.
It comes out this Friday. All right. I may have to like and subscribe to you to find out how you liked it. What happens? I see very few horror movies, and they have to be like over the top, like Cabin in the Woods. That's like right up my alley, right? But like slasher movies, I don't know.
It isn't. I will say this: it's not necessarily. Saw is not necessarily a slasher movie. It's a horror movie, and it's gory in parts. But the thing is, it makes you think because all the connections and how did this happen? How did this person get that way? And it does a great job of tying all the storytelling of the past to the present, and it all ties together at the end of it, at every single one of them.
All right.
That's what makes it so
great. I have to do a movie podcast because that's
Yeah.
Makes you kind of want to look at Saw now if it makes you think about, because I just thought it was a gutter fest, and I was like, you know,
it's really
because
like
it's not like who the killer is. You know who the killer is. It's just kind of like,
no, you don't. In the first one, you have no idea who the killer
oh
is.
really? I thought they knew. I thought the whole thing was everybody was trapped and everybody knew who the guy was, and if you can get
No,
out, you can meet the guy.
no, everybody thought they knew who the guy was until the end of the first one. You have no idea who the killer is until the exact end of the movie.
Okay, if this is on Amazon, I have to watch this. This is either on
Yo,
Amazon or
True.
Netflix.
True. Bring up H World.
Oh,
Yo, tag me in.
Where is he?
In your comments.
Oh, there I see him. Yo, tag me in.
I've got every one of them on DVD except for the most recent one, Jigsaw.
See, because he's the killer, right? That's why I thought who was the guy in the first one, Jigsaw.
But here's the thing, though. Nobody knows who Jigsaw is in the first one until the end. Literally, nobody knows who Jigsaw is at all. And then as you see the end of the movie, you have little flashbacks, and it kind of shows you where he kind of was in every single frame, but you never paid attention to him.
Really?
Yeah.
So, okay, now this sounds like maybe I should have seen it because it sort of sounds like it's got weird dynamics, like the Scream movies. I'm trying to tag him in, but he's not showing up here. Why is he not coming in?
Now the second
so did you hit invite?
I hit invite.
Oh, okay. Then the rest of that's on him.
Okay, get in here, Ace World. What are you doing?
The second one, that one is interesting too, because it has he basically everybody knows who Jigsaw is at that point. And basically what it is he's asking basically the police have him surrounded, and he's like sitting there and they're like, hey, I want you to have a conversation with me. If you don't have this conversation with me and this happens, your son dies.
Right.
And basically they're sitting there talking, and he basically just wants him to have a conversation with him. That one was interesting as well because it matches the past with the present, and you think all this stuff, it basically, it kind of blows your mind a little bit. It does.
So I don't want you to spoil. No, okay, no spoilers. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch the first one. I wonder if it's on Amazon or not. If it's either on Amazon or Netflix.
It's gotta be on one of them. Just type it into Google and it'll tell you.
It'll tell you where it's streaming.
Yeah.
So this is the first one, right? And the first one is just called.
It's called Saw, and then it's Saw 2.
And it's not Jigsaw. Okay, the first one is just called Saw.
Yeah.
And where is this streaming at? Saw.
I love that movie. That is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite series of movies. Yeah. And I was so excited. You know, Spiral actually was supposed to come out last year.
What is Spiral?
That's the movie with Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, that's the new one.
It's called Spiral, but it's from the
Saw 2004. Hulu, HBO Max, Amazon Prime.
There you go.
All right, we're watching this thing tonight. Well, maybe not on Mother's Day. I don't want to have to call my mom because I'm afraid.
I'll say this.
Where you at, Ace World?
Danny Glover's in this one too.
Danny
Glover's in this. Carrie Ells. I don't know if you remember him from Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes.
Yeah, he's actually in this movie, but he's
who else is in it from Robin Hood Men in Tights?
No, Carrie Ells. The guy plays the lead actor in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, right. He was Buttercup in The Princess Bride.
I don't think he was in Princess Bride. Carrie Ells.
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one. Carrie.
You thinking of Carrie Washington? Get your girlfriend off my mind. I mean, well, no, she's on my mind, but get my girlfriend off your mind.
Her mind or your mind? Good evening, fellas. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. It's world. What's going on, man?
I'm thinking. Okay, Carrie Elwes is his name.
Good evening, fellas. Cool. True. What's up, brother? Thank you for
inviting me
on. How you guys doing?
Yo, make sure everyone
Make-
follow each other. Make
Yes.
sure y'all follow Mike Patton. Mike, put some. Oh, well, Mike had something in the comment.
Yeah. How do I follow while I'm in the
Click on it. Click on it.
click on what?
Oh, here we go.
Click on Mike Patton's comment.
Oh, click on his comment, not his
Thank you,
picture.
brother.
All right.
Click
Right.
on
We
his
got the
comment.
veterans out here. How
Click-
do I hold on? Let me
Oh,
click on you.
invite view.
Subscribe.
Oh,
Subscribe.
okay. This is easier than I thought it was. Why did I take so long to do this?
I don't
All
know.
right.
Say, click on the picture. This is how that works?
I don't know.
How that works? Damn.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
like,
man.
Yeah, hey Ted.
Yo.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna talk about Fred Taylor Thursday too.
Suspect.
I think
Yeah?
I might bring in a Jacksonville beat writer to talk about Fred Taylor too.
Okay.
Who's
Okay.
Fred Taylor? Give us a little
The
what's the word
infamous.
I'm looking for? A little taste.
Basically, looking at Fred Taylor's numbers, there should be no way he shouldn't be considered for the Hall of Fame. I mean, he's got a lot of look at his seasons that he had. If you put it in a
A lot of
compact
yards.
um
A lot of yards.
you put it in a compact vacuum, you can look at his numbers, and his numbers are actually better than some players that are in the Hall of Fame right now.
He's a baseball or
This is
Football.
football.
yeah. And then
I
you
love
look
football.
at
Who is Fred Taylor? Wait, hold on. What
Fred
did he
Taylor,
play for?
running back for the
Running back.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, all right. He's new. No, well, not
No.
new.
He's old.
Not new.
He's retired.
He's retired.
Yeah, but the Jaguars are a new team. They've only been around for like the last 30 years. So that's what I mean by new.
But the thing is, also you got him. Then you can go to the Colts. You got Reggie Wayne. I believe Reggie Wayne get in this year, Ted? I don't think he did.
I don't think he did.
And I'm still shocked he didn't get in.
You know what? Reggie Wayne, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I think Reggie Wayne, he would have been a shoe-in if he'd have played a little longer, one more season, and run the title with them. That may have been, what was he? Am I off a little bit, or did he
Nah,
start playing the year before they won the chip, or did he win the chip with them?
No, he was there.
He was there.
He
Oh,
was
he
there.
won
They
a
won the
chip.
chip.
So he was a wide receiver, correct?
Yes, correct.
What's the running back? What's the running back who I'm thinking
Edgerrin
about?
James.
Edgerrin James that left the year before the chip.
Oh, I know who
That's
that
what
is.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But
And
he
they gave him a
going
ring.
into the Hall of Fame. Adrian James is.
Okay, copy. He stopped playing the year before they won, and they just gave him a
No.
ring.
He
He's
actually
like, nah.
he left the Colts to go play for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yep.
You know where running backs' careers go to die.
Yes.
No,
A year before. Copy.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was thinking
All
about
right.
the wrong person.
I got a nice list of players that could be on the border of being in the Hall of Fame. I think I'm going to talk a little bit of Colts, Titans, and
So explain to me, if you don't mind, the Hall of Fame for the NFL. I mean, is it one vote? Like, how many do
No.
the baseball guys get? They get 3 votes, right? Is it similar like that?
It's like basically you're part of the pro football writers, and you kind of have input into it. Like literally, if you're I think if you're in that, then you get a vote. You have a chance to be able to vote on who gets in, who doesn't get in.
Right, but
And
if you don't get in the first time, do you get a second shot at it? And is it infinite, or is it once you don't get in, that's it?
you get plenty of shots, but the difference is between
Okay.
baseball and football is that you can have like a senior member go in football,
Right,
and in
a,
baseball, you
a
necessarily
senior member.
you have certain amount of times you could try in baseball.
Right.
Yeah. So that's
All
how
right.
it goes.
'Cause, I mean, oddly enough, I don't know a lot about like what gets you into the Football Hall of Fame versus Cooperstown, which is like, what is it? 2? You get 2 votes, and that's it. After that, you're no longer ever considered.
I don't know. I'm not sure
No.
how many votes you get or how many times you get to get voted on, but I just know there's a lot of
Of
what's
course,
talked
Ted is
about.
going now. He would know this. He's a baseball guy. But yeah, I think like twice.
What's
Is
talked
it
about in
twice?
baseball mostly is how I would say how the writers or the people. A lot of people say the writers hold grudges against people that didn't really like them in locker rooms,
Right.
all that type of things. That's what you hear a lot in baseball. You don't hear that a lot in the NFL. And the one thing is, you have the NFL Hall of Fame, you have Major League Baseball has its Hall of Fame, but in basketball they have the Basketball Hall of Fame. They don't have the NBA Hall of Fame. So there's a lot of people in the Basketball Hall of Fame that never were that great in the NBA at all. So that's what
Wow.
a lot of fans sometimes wish there was an NBA Hall of Fame as opposed to a Basketball Hall of Fame.
Just
Right.
to separate it. Okay. That makes
Right. It
sense.
sounds like the NBA, I don't want to, how do I phrase it? May have put its finger on the scale to go, these are our players and our thing. And if we do this, we don't want these people in your Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? So
They
it's,
could
it's like you can have a giant wide swath of people you think are great. Maybe they were in the NFL. Maybe they were in the Canadian Basketball League, NFL rather. Maybe they were in the NBA. Maybe in the Canadian Basketball League or the Mexican. But here, the NFL is only uh, X, Y, and Z people. You know what I mean? Because everything's about branding and what you own. And God forbid, like even on Twitch, if I hum a song made by somebody else, I'm gonna have like 40 lawyers up my butt with like, it's just ridiculous. Anyway,
well, I actually already had to deal with songs and all that type of stuff on Twitter, so that's why I had to get a whole new Twitter profile at one point.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, I want to let you know, Raphael is on Fox 46 tonight.
Yep, yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
He already done spread the word. I'm like, look,
I didn't know. I got a phone call.
I'm like,
I got
look.
a phone.
No, he told the whole team.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, look, when you and Danny go mess around and get the whole little what is it, the little show together, because he's
right.
actually he's on TV in Charlotte today. Tonight,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
nice. Okay.
Oh,
Talking
okay.
about Charlotte Hornets basketball, and I told him, I was like, look, you and Danny, when y'all gonna mess around, just go ahead and get the show, and when am I gonna call your phone and get told to get speak to the publicist?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Clearly. I remember getting that phone call a few weeks ago for Mr. Thompson.
Yeah.
And then I pulled it up. I was like, all right, I'm ready. And I watched the clip. But in theory, I'm hearing that Raph is going to get 15 minutes tonight. So that's what, 3 segments?
Yep, that's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time on a 30-minute show.
Yep.
Wow. That's half. That's half the show.
I know.
Impressive.
Man, if I get your autograph now, man, it might be worth $1 million in a couple years. So
Yes.
just go ahead.
Yes.
I'm handing them out now too.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna definitely text him before. Well, I guess he's recorded it already, and it's just going live tonight. So
Right. But the
Might
difference is if it's a premiere, then you generally have to be there to talk to the chat versus just going live, not going live, but like just versus dropping the content. You know what I mean?
might be live tonight. I'm not for sure.
Oh, okay.
I think if it's on the news, it's probably going to be live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's probably going to be live because
So you may be able to ask them some questions.
Okay.
So yeah, man, I told them, look, man, I'm trying to be like y'all, get on some major TV one time. Put me on Channel 4, Channel 5. I might mess around and shout out my mama one time.
Well, you may not even need them. Like the way this is going, you might be the head of your own network in like 10 years. Because network television is dying.
So maybe less.
Yeah. And all the interesting people, Hollywood has passed over, right? So we're all here talking to each other on the internet.
Which is cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is cool because Hollywood is not a good look at this time anyway.
Yo.
I don't want to get into that. I don't want to. I don't even want to start smoking because I just dropped a smoke pod. Oh, that podcast was fire with no audio. The audio only went through.
I heard this. What happened here?
To be honest, it's been a long day. I don't want to take over the stage, but basically, I was on the grind today, doing what I do, getting that bread, and had a mishap with my cell phone, and the screen got crunched, like the phone got compressed.
Right.
So like the screen has gone to hell. You can't even answer calls or anything. I couldn't receive because I was doing major networking, setting up for the cast tonight, setting up everything, setting up everybody, lining up my queue, everything. But at that point, uh, my hands were full. I couldn't get to a store in time to replace the phone because
Right.
today is Sunday and the stores close at, being that it was a holiday, a lot of the stores were closed at 5 o'clock.
Wow. Yeah. Sunday.
Niggas had me beating on store windows like do, like please. I'm in
Right.
the window like holding up the phone like please.
Like the
Putting the
hardest
hand to the
commercial
neck
for
gesture like
Apple.
yo, my shit is dead, please. Oh, that shit was tragic, man. So I had no cell phone. I get home. By the time I got to the crib, I pulled up. It was already like 6 o'clock. I'm texting.
You need to get a phone,
Text
an
like
Apple, like
yo. You
that
know
way you
what?
can. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
do need that. That would no. You're right. No. I do need like an internet phone service that I can utilize in the event of
Right. Catastrophe.
emergency. But you know what? Y'all niggas don't answer anyway. Because y'all don't notice the number. Y'all be like, fuck that. Oh, see, I'm sorry. Is this a clean cast?
Yes. Yes.
Damn it. I mean,
It's all right.
sure.
But nah, don't worry. It's
Once
true.
I start, you got to shut me down right away because I do an unfiltered podcast.
We
Excuse
just
me
called
to
the
all the
SEC
listeners
on you,
out
man.
there.
Just let you know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize. I don't mean to, get
Yeah.
into,
I got to tell you,
do my
I just have to call you on the carpet. I am highly offended. As cursing, as you know me, is just outlandish and outrageous. And
You're fucking right.
I don't think anyone curses that I know of, quite frankly. So let's all skip off the church, and sing "Kumbaya."
Well,
Look, man,
you know
if it's
what it is?
me, I hate to say it, but I curse a lot, and I try not to curse on Business Pod. But
Yes.
if it happens, it happens. I just hope that
I try to
since I'm
respect people's
learning half,
platform.
there's no,
It's not like they're censoring you, but
yeah,
at the same time,
we just want to not
everybody has a
offend.
different audience.
Right,
Like Ted
exactly.
Hicks has a different audience
Right,
than
exactly.
say you have a different audience. And me and you, we both maybe kind of possibly a rated R genre
Right.
on this
If I
platform.
had an audience, it would probably sort of kind of like intersect with yours at one point.
Yeah, because it's kind of unfiltered.
Yeah.
You gotta let people do what they do and say what they say. To my boy, Mike P. We haven't been formally introduced. Ace World, nice to meet you, officially, brother.
Nice to meet you as well, man.
Yes, sir.
Just
I'm gonna
follow each
podcast
other.
on
Follow
Sunday.
each other.
All right,
Yes, I see he followed me, but I'm still trying to work my way through to figure out how to follow him. Like my tech game is kind of trash. I've been on here a month. My game hasn't improved, but my podcasting skills have went through the roof. But my technical skills have dropped to the basement, as exhibited today with my volumeless podcast. Oh, we had the smoke today. Oh man, it was crazy. But
Just
since my
grab the
tech game
audio. Just grab the audio off that.
off
Server.
Blog Talk. Yeah,
Yeah.
Blog Talk has the
Just grab the
audio.
audio.
I'll talk to
It's
you how to
a
patch it, but I don't mean to make this about me. Happy Mother's Day to the mothers.
Exactly.
Let me turn it over to somebody else. I
give
really
y'all
was
heads
telling
up.
me to go crazy.
I have to get off in like 15 minutes because NCIS New Orleans comes on.
Yeah, well, this is
Go in,
we've
Mike.
been
Go
off
in.
for
I'm done. I said my piece.
we've been off for 59 minutes and 59 seconds. It's been one complete hour. So
I'm out.
I'm about to like end this podcast. Let you guys get back to your weekend. Thank you for showing up here. I really appreciate it. I've liked and
Thank you for
subscribed to
having me.
everybody, and we'll see you next time. And Mike, thank you, man. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. Ace World, I can always count on you. I love you, man. You know that.
Yes,
And
sir. Same here.
you will see me on your podcast, and I hope to see you guys on my podcast, and I hope to see the viewers in all of our podcasts. Happy Mother's Day.
Do.
It's
Shout out to the mothers.
9:45, Sunday, the 9th, April? Yeah, May 2021. And happy Mom's Day. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace, my brother. Thank you for inviting me. Yes, sir.
Thank you for showing.
Catch you next time.